All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Um, Made it to the weekend. So I hope you had a good week and I hope you have a good weekend. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for subscribing, being a member if you're a member. If you just watch the channel, I appreciate you for just doing that. And if you do want to support the channel, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can either become a member. I think I got my membership down to like 99 cents. Or if you just want to, you know, I'll leave a link in the description below, PayPal link. And if you want to just, give old Don B a tip to support the channel, you can do that. Probably doing a PayPal donation, tip, whatever you want to call it, probably is the easiest thing to do. I think the membership is like a reoccurring monthly, like 99 cent thing. So I would think the easiest way to support the channel, if you wanted to, would just be to do the PayPal donation, and you can even do whatever you want to do, whatever amount you want to do. So, because I've had a lot of people, in my lives ask me about, dropping a link for this, and I don't know how to drop links for all that stuff. So I just figured I would go ahead and get that out of the way before getting into the video. All right, so as you know, the title says it's not a good title, and it's not a good it's not a good topic I want to be talking about right now. But it's the cold hard truth. In my opinion, this is the cold hard truth. Okay, in the Summer Wells case, the uh, the $1 million question that everybody wants an answer to is, how do we find summer? How do we find summer wells? And, you know, I would love to say that would be an easy question to answer. Obviously, going on 3 years later, it's not, right? But I do know, in my opinion, okay, in my opinion, I do know how to find summer wells. You find summer wells through Dawn and Candace. It's just that simple. The cold hard truth, in my opinion, is we ultimately find summer wells through Dawn and Candace. But unfortunately, they may take that to the grave with them. It's going on 3 years, and they've acted so suspiciously from day one. And in my opinion, analyzing other cases, I truly believe that they may take the location of Summer Wells or what happened to her to the grave with them, and we're never going to know. That's just my opinion. You know, again, this ain't the video I want to be making tonight, but after giving it some, long hard thought, I've just got to be honest with everybody about how I feel. You know, Now you guys may feel different, and that's fine. I'm sure we all feel different. Some people may feel this, some people may feel that way. But this is just a video on how I feel and my opinions, and you guys, um, you know, uh, you guys think I hit the nail on the head quite a bit. So, um, And again, you can leave your comments below and let me know what you think about the video. But I think Dawn and Candace, in my opinion, will take what happened or the location of Summer, maybe both, to the grave with them. And speaking about that, Summer Wells could be anywhere. She could be in a river. She could be in a lake. She could be in a creek. She could be in a ditch. She could be in a random field. She could be in a building. Or she could even be on Ben Hill Road. Right. I mean, the problem is she could even be on private property that nobody knows about and nobody is even aware of to even want to search it. You know what I mean? She could be anywhere, guys. She could be anywhere. But in my opinion, and the cold, hard truth to this case, Dawn and Candace know either where Summer Wells is or what happened to her. And if Dawn and Candace ever get arrested, I think it will be just like, the case of the West brothers and some other cases involving these kids where an arrest is made, but their bodies never found. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. Now, I do expect Dawn and Candace to lose custody of the boys if they haven't already. So yes, I do expect them to lose custody. But the problem lies after that, right? I was under the impression, I've been under the impression this whole time that, hey, after they lose custody, guys, there's going to be an arrest made because they just want to. First of all, they want to get the kids just legally separated from Dawn and Candace, period, and then go from there. That's been my thought and opinion this whole time, right? But people keep telling me, I keep getting, comments, and, they make a valid point, Dawn and Candace, if there was enough evidence against them, Dawn and Candace would have already been arrested, regardless of whether they've lost custody of the boys or not, right? If there was enough evidence linking them to Summer's disappearance, they would have already been arrested, along with whoever else is involved. So, and I have to respect that. That is a legitimate, very legitimate claim. You know what I mean? Very legitimate. So, are police waiting for Dawn and Candace to lose custody, maybe just to take the investigation to another level? Maybe not make an arrest, but maybe just take it to another level after they lose custody. Will that satisfy law enforcement and the district attorney enough to say, okay, well, the kids are safe. We're probably never going to find Summer. And let's just, let's just call it quits. I hate to say that. But it's a possibility, guys. It is a possibility. And I've had a lot of people ask me, well, the boys were taken was, by CPS. And CPS doesn't take kids just for, shits and giggles. So, where's the charges on why the boys were taken? You know what I mean? And through doing some research, I discovered that, a lot of times, guys, believe it or not, a lot of times there are no charges brought against the parents if the kids are taken, right? Believe it or not, they're like, well, let's just give the parents a plan, see if they can do it, do reunification. Everything will be hunky-dory. But at the same time, if it's a serious issue, which I believe it is in this case, the charges have to come from the district attorney. CPS can take the kids and get them in a safe environment, get them out of danger. At that point, their job is done. The kids are safe. Well, their job is mostly done, okay? Anyway, the kids are safe. They're in a safe environment. They're not in, immediate danger, bodily harm or death. In my opinion, that's, 90% of the reason why kids are removed from the home on an emergency basis, because, they're in immediate danger of bodily harm or death. But after that, when you talk about where's the charges? Well, unfortunately, you have to ask the district attorney that question. And the district attorney in this case, we've not heard much from. Just like everybody else, we've not heard much from anything. We've not heard much, a few press conferences, and then that's it. A few news interviews, that's it. And when the district attorney Dan Armstrong was talking about it, it almost sounded like he wasn't even too sure if charges would ever be brought. He's like, if they're ever brought, it'd probably go before the grand jury. So, by him saying that, again, guys, this is probably one of the hardest videos that I've made in this entire case. So, but again, in my opinion, it needs to be made. It needs to be said. It needs to be addressed. It needs to be talked about. Because the reality of it is, Summer may never be found. The reality of it is, charges may never come. And that you'll have to take up with the district attorney of Hawkins County. So guys, again, didn't want to make this video, but in my heart, I feel like I had to, because it had to be. It's got to be talked about. It's got to be put out there. As hard as it is to say all this stuff, it's true. Unfortunately, it's true. As hard as it is to say all this, it is true. So I'm trying not to lose my voice here, guys. I've been talking all day and ain't completely healed yet. So, yeah, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are about my thoughts and opinions of this video. Yeah, how do we find Summer Wells? Well, in my opinion, we find Summer Wells through Dawn and Candace. And if that never happens, we may never find Summer Wells. And that's just my opinion, guys. That's just my opinion. All right, so let me know what you think. hope you have a good weekend. I may or may not be back on here depending on what's going on, news wise and all that stuff. So if I do, it'll probably be again in the evening. I like to do my videos kind of after 6 p.m. So, stay tuned for that. If I do one, tomorrow and Sunday, it'll be after 6. So let me know what you think, guys, and y'all take care, and I'll see you on the next video.